Your teeth are not built for raw meat. They never were. They are flat, weak, designed for something else. Yet your ancestors survived for millions of years. No fire, no cooking, nothing hot, just raw food, every single day. And they did not just survive, they thrived. But here's the thing. The story scientists tell about early human diet is incomplete. Very incomplete. Is there one food source almost nobody talks about? It was not meat, not fruit, not roots. It was something far stranger. Something your body still craves on a deep level. Something science only confirmed recently. And once you know it, you cannot unknow it.
The first humans walked the earth 2.5 million years ago. Fire was not controlled until roughly 1 million years ago. That leaves 1.5 million years of eating in the dark. No flame, no heat, no transformation of food. Just the world as it was. Raw, cold, alive. These early humans were called Homo habilis. They stood about 4.5 feet tall. Their brains were half the size of yours. Their jaws were enormous compared to modern humans. Strong enough to crush and tear without cooking. They lived in open savannas across East Africa. The landscape was dry, sparse, competitive. Lions, hyenas, leopards, all competing for the same prey. Early humans were not apex predators. They were scavengers first. They arrived after the kill, after the real predators left. What remained was bone marrow, organ tissue, scraps. They used stone tools to crack femurs open. The marrow inside was dense in fat and calories. This was critical. A brain this size needed extraordinary amounts of energy. Think about that. Every bite was a survival calculation.
But meat alone does not explain the full picture. Raw muscle tissue is tough, hard to digest without enzymes. Early gut bacteria were different from ours. Their digestive systems were longer, more like other primates. More time, more fermentation, more extraction of nutrients. They could process things we no longer can. Grasses, hard tubers, certain barks. But something was still missing from every theory. Scientists kept finding evidence that did not quite fit. The caloric intake from known food sources was not enough. Not nearly enough to explain brain growth. Homo habilis to Homo erectus, brain size jumped 50%. That jump required massive amounts of omega-3 fatty acids. Savannah food did not have enough of it. Fruit had very little. Root vegetables had almost none. Meat from land animals, inconsistent supply. For decades, this was the gap nobody could explain. This is where it gets interesting. Researchers started looking somewhere unexpected. Not the trees, not the plains, the water's edge.
Early humans lived near lakes, rivers, and coastlines. This was known, but the implications were ignored. In 2010, a study published in Nature changed the conversation. Fossil sites near ancient lake beds revealed something new. Hundreds of ancient catfish bones, crocodile remains, turtle shells, all cracked open, all with tool marks. Early humans were eating aquatic animals, systematically, repeatedly, over long time periods. Nobody expected this. Freshwater shellfish were pried open with stone flakes. Turtles were cracked for their fat-rich organs. Catfish were caught in shallow, receding seasonal pools, easily grabbed by hand. No net needed, no boat. These foods were loaded with DHA, docosahexaoic acid, the brain-building fat. The same fat found in every neuron in your skull right now. Think about that. Water-based food contained everything the brain needed. Omega-3s in concentrations 10 times higher than savanna prey. Iodine, zinc, vitamin B12, all critical for neural development. The coastline was not just a habitat. It was a pharmacy. It gets stranger. Shellfish do not run away. They do not fight back. They are the most reliable calorie source in nature. Predictable, dense, accessible year-round. This is called the Aquatic Ape Hypothesis, or the literal theory. The edge between land and water fed human intelligence, directly, measurably, over hundreds of thousands of years.
Is there one more food category nobody wants to talk about? Insects. Before fire, before tools, before everything, insects were the original human protein. They are still eaten by over 2 billion people today. Even today, early humans ate them the same way chimpanzees do now. Termites, beetle larvae, caterpillars, and eggs. Pulled from logs, dug from mounds, stripped from branches. High in protein, high in fat, high in iron. 100 grams of caterpillars has more iron than beef, more omega-3 than most freshwater fish. 0 hunting skill required. But there is a study that goes further than this. In 2021, researchers at the University of Warwick analyzed dental plaque, ancient dental plaque, scraped from Neanderthal skulls. What did they find inside it that was extraordinary? Plant compounds, mushroom spores, poplar bark residue. Neanderthals were not just eating for survival, they were selecting foods for specific effects. Poplar bark contained salicylate, the base compound in aspirin. They were self-medicating, with plants, without fire. The same dental plaque revealed one more thing: cooked starch granules, but from a time before controlled fire. Meaning they found hot embers from natural wildfires, and they used those embers to briefly heat food. Intentionally, selectively. Fire was not invented, it was adopted, gradually, over thousands of years. The line between raw and cooked is not a wall. It was a slow crossing. Humans did not discover fire and change overnight. They crept toward heat, one warm coal at a time. And the food they chose during that slow crossing built the brain you are using to read this sentence right now.
Body still carries this entire history. Every craving, every instinct, every default. Your brain is 60% fat, most of it DHA, the same fat that came from shellfish and freshwater fish. You are still, literally, made of that ancient shoreline diet. When you crave salty food, that is the ocean calling. When you find raw fish palatable, that is an old memory. Sushi is not a Japanese invention disconnected from evolution. It is a return. Your gut microbiome still responds differently to raw food. Fermented foods, unheated oils, raw honey. Your body processes them with ancient enzyme systems that predate cooking by over 1 million years. This is where it gets interesting. Modern neuroscience now links omega-3 deficiency to depression, to anxiety, to cognitive decline. The brain that evolved on DHA-rich coastal food is now starved of it. Processed food has almost none. Factory-farmed meat has very little. The modern diet is the furthest we have ever been from the food that built us. Even today, our skulls hold a brain shaped by insects, shellfish, and lakeshore scavenging, and we feed it breakfast cereal. Think about that.